if you make money from human feelings, it should be banned. Welcome to the castle. Today we're going to look at Gen Z dating experience by the channel Suburban Will. He himself wrote as a description relationship advice from someone who's single because coaches don't play. I have no idea. I never watched a video from this channel. I heard it's pretty funny, so let's see what it is about. Make sure to get a tea, to get a coffee, depending on what you like, what you need, and let's enjoy the video. So let's go to see what this is about.
Life is like a race,
Yeah.
except you're the only one running it. But at the same time, you can see everyone else running theirs. I'm in my 20s now, and I think it's probably the most awkward time in anyone's
Chicken Alfredo can't be that hard. Yeah.
life. On one hand, there's people around my age who were steadily working their careers, climbing the corporate ladder, going out on the weekends, and living the typical adult life. And on the other, there's still a lot of us trying to figure it out.
And that's okay? No? Is that not okay? Like, we all had different start points. It is okay.
But I think out of all the good things you can have in life, the one thing most of us want more than anything is someone to do it with. When I look around, I see a lot of my friends in long-term relationships, and some of them have even gotten married. But I also have a lot of friends who are my age and have never even been in a relationship.
Scared of, is that a thing? Is that a thing for young adults being scared of women? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Just don't be scared. They don't bite.
Dating as a Gen Z adult is an interesting experience because dating comes with a lot of expectations.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Wait, what is that? Good morning, King. Just here to tell you how amazing you are, and that if I were with anyone else, I would punch them in their face and go find you. Then kiss your cheek 500 times and hug you and cuddle with you until my heart melts. Oh my god. What a message. I personally would write, I would cuddle you so much that I will break your spine, but it's personal preference, right? Personal preference.
What do guys expect out of girls? What do girls expect from a guy? What does one partner expect from the other? There's this constant push and pull between what people want from each other romantically, and social media is only making it worse.
Yeah, because social media only shows what people want you to see. So take it with a lot of grain of salt because you don't know how it is. Like perfect relationships, perfect families, because there are a lot of family creators. And I think because he mentioned coaches in the description of his video, I have a feeling where it goes. I'm not sure though. My guess is that because he mentioned expectations and the coaches and Instagram or like social media at this point, probably like the expectations that we set ourselves or like that humans set themselves based on what they see on social media, which is unreachable. You cannot be a person that you see on social media because the person you see on social media wants you to see it like this. And you will never be like that because you have a different life. You have different stats. Like if you see yourself as a character from a game, you have different points and different skills, not just the person in social media. So don't compare yourself to that person and don't take. I mean, getting an opinion is one thing, but getting like advice of what you should do to get a girl, I think it's already the wrong approach. But let's see what the video will talk about it.
It's why I think a lot of younger people think that romance is dead. Because social media is full of unrealistic expectations that I don't think 90% of young adults can meet.
There we go.
Yo, bro. What's your type?
Yeah.
Well, I like short girls, but I go to the gym, so I also
Mm-hmm.
want her to be fit too. And I kind of like when girls have a bit of an attitude, but I
Mm-hmm.
think confidence is hot, so I want her to
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of pride as well. Okay, so you said short, fit, has an attitude, and a strong sense of pride. Yeah, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you want a girlfriend. I think you want Vegeta.
I know a couple people that would pick Vegeta though.
Now, I'm not blaming social media for being the reason people are single, but I
Mm-hmm.
think sometimes people forget that social media is just a caricature of reality and that
Yeah.
most things shouldn't
Yeah.
be taken so seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Every other day on Twitter, I see people getting worked up over hypothetical situations that would never happen in reality, but they build their entire perspective on relationships around it. Babe,
Mm-hmm.
would you love me if I was a worm?
Would you love me if I was a worm? If we respond the wrong way, I will burn you to charcoal. Be careful.
What? If I got magically transformed into a worm, but I was still your girlfriend, would you still love me? I mean, how could you be my girlfriend if you were a worm? Wow. Just wow. What kind of question is this? Why would you even be a
I never understood those questions, man. Why do humans do that?
worm? This is why men deserve less. How am I supposed to date a
What?
worm? The truth is,
He's right. He's right, man. How he's supposed to date a worm? Your life expectancy is like a couple. How old do worms get? Wait, let me look that up, man. Lifespan of a worm. Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong. A freaking earthworm is 4 to 8 years. I didn't know that. Okay, we learned something new. Thanks.
that there are a lot of really cool people out there that are looking for someone compatible to spend their time with. But a lot of the time, we only get to see the negatives. And sometimes this causes us to shut ourselves down before we even give someone else the chance to possibly say yes. Believe it or not, I've had girls that were interested in me tell me they were afraid to approach me because they didn't think they were my type. But the truth is, I don't have a type. Superficial things like someone's height, weight, income, or other things are temporary. And if you base your relationship with someone on those things, then the relationship will also be temporary. I'm not saying you
That is a good point. Like anything that you can change and you make it like your type, it is short term because it is changeable. Like if you're a kind person by default, this is something hard to change. But if you like have the hair color brown all the time and then you decide, no, I want my hair to be black all the time because black is cooler and I like black more, then if you meet someone who doesn't like black hair and you meet them with your brown hair and they say, I don't like you with your black hair anymore, run away. Run as fast as you can.
should treat relationships like the stock market and invest in someone you don't find attractive, hoping they glow up into a supermodel. I just think that a lot of times when you talk to people, most of them don't care that much about looks. Sure, there are shallow people out there, but not everybody is gonna like you. And it's not always about your looks. It's like your boy coming to you like,
Like you can be the prettiest person alive if you are rotten to the core mentally or like with like how you behave or what your view on the world is. Yeah, you're off the table.
it's no use trying to date, bro. Girls don't like me because I'm not 6 feet. No, bro, don't say that. It's not because you're not 6 feet. It's because you have no swag. Dating is about finding someone who aligns with your values,
I'm too old for this language. Can please someone explain it to me?
priorities, and lifestyle. It won't always be a perfect fit, but you shouldn't have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position to meet someone else's expectations.
Yeah.
A big fear when it comes to dating is
Because if you can't keep them up, because like let's say you are introverted. If you let's say you're introverted and you meet a girl and you really really like her and she is more into like extroverted activities like going out, party, dancing, meeting people, but you really like her, so you force yourself be more extroverted even though you just can't, just to be in a relationship with her, or it could be a guy as well, doesn't matter. um when you're burning out because your battery is, as an introvert, charged way differently, this is a very short-term relationship, man. If you try to be someone that you are not just to be with someone, you will burn out so fast and get more damage than just being rejected. Okay.
It's the idea of being chosen versus being an option. When
Mm.
you're searching for someone to love, you want them to love you back equally. No one likes to think that their partner settled for them. You want to feel like you were their first option, not the backup plan. And this doesn't mean that you should only be looking for people who've never been in a relationship. That's
Mm-hmm.
unrealistic. It means that everyone deserves to feel like their partner chose them, that
Yeah.
they're with you because they want to be, not because things didn't work out with the people they wanted more, or that they're only
Mm-hmm.
with you because they couldn't get anybody else. I think in an era of social media, it's easy to compare yourself against other people, especially when you're
Way too
aware that
easy.
your partner was with people before you. Like
Oh
if the
boy.
girl you like says she likes tall guys, but you're 5'7", or all your boyfriend's exes are blonde and you have
What is that editing, man?
dark hair, these things can make you feel insecure and that your
Mm-hmm.
partner
Very.
settled for you because you aren't their type.
They make you insecure, and the problem is it's just what you see and not the reality what's going on. Like, many people don't even care about the height. The what why you like, recently some videos popped off in my feed about guys have to be 6 foot, and then even they were rejected, which was ridiculous. um so you can't be like, some people are delusional. They want something and they think they are attracted to it, but it's just something that they consume, and that kind of makes them think that they like it, but they actually don't know because they never tried. So it doesn't matter. Just don't devalue yourself because you're 5'9", whatever. Man, 5'9" is freaking huge. Be proud of it. Don't let anyone tell you that you're too tall, too small, too fat, too skinny, too whatever, because types and preferences, they, yes, they have some kind of value to mingle where you want to go, but they are so stupid to begin with because your character, what you do with your life, is more important than that.
So when it comes to dating, it's really important that your partner knows that you chose them and not that they just happened to be your best option at the time. I think for a lot of young people, the scariest part of dating is dealing with commitment. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people have different ways they become attached to others. Some people are more readily able to commit to someone, and others are
Mm-hmm.
a bit more avoidant. Me personally, I'm very quick to accept people into my life, and there are a lot of people I consider my friends. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much, if you've ever just listened to me talk for more than 20 minutes, then I'll probably think of you as a friend. And this translates
Okay.
to my relationships because every time I meet a girl who's like, hey, you're kind of cute, we should hang out more. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, bet, here's my number. But in my head, I'm already thinking about what we're gonna name our kids. My friends say I get
Oh,
attached too
okay.
quickly, and
Uh, is that common that humans are so fast with those kind of things? Like, even though they just met, they're already like, only know that about sitcoms, to be honest. So I'm a bit curious if this is a common thing or not.
they're honestly probably right. I've dealt with girls who were more avoidant in the past, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not for the weak. But sometimes people have a fear of commitment for different reasons, and that can make dating hard. And depending on what it
Uh-oh.
is, sometimes you have to let that stuff go. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
has that one friend that's still holding on to baggage from a long time ago. Yo, bro, I met this girl today and I think she'd be perfect for you. Nah, bro, I'm never dating again. All girls are the
Oh
same.
boy.
Bro, you
It, it doesn't even apply to girls. Like, women also say, yeah, I will never date again because all men are the same. That's such a stupid way to think like that. Because how do you know? There are 8 billion people on this planet. How do you know? I don't think so.
you good? What's wrong? Yeah, bro, it's just I still have some trauma I'm dealing with from my last relationship. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. What
Mm.
happened? I got cheated on. Oh, that's tough, bro. How'd you
Okay.
find out? I went to
Mm.
lunch early that day and I caught her in the act.
Mm-hmm.
No way. Yeah. She shared her chocolate milk with another guy at the lunch table. Wait, what?
Monka.
She told me I was the only guy she would share her true moo with. I couldn't believe it. Wait, bro, how long ago was this? You remember Shanice? Bro, from 7th grade? Yes, bro. We were gonna spend the rest of our lives together.
Oh,
bro, that was
no.
middle school. You gotta.
This is just a peak example how you hold yourself back. Like, I know happenings do be traumatizing here and there, or like not making you comfortable or whatever it is, but you should go over it, even though even if it takes you therapy, if it takes you a good friend that you just ask if you could talk to them about it or whatever it needs. You should get over it because you're holding yourself back from so many opportunities that could be the perfect opportunity. Never stop because of that. Try to overcome it.
I let that go. But I remember it like it was yesterday. Bro, we were 12. I can understand not wanting to rush into a committed relationship with someone and wanting to take things slow. However, one thing that's super common with Gen Z is being caught in a situationship. A situationship is basically when you're doing all the things that people in a relationship would do without being in a relationship. Sometimes people aren't on the same page when it comes to commitment, and that's fine. One person may want to take the relationship to the next level, while the other person needs some time to know if they're ready. However, you shouldn't still be acting like you're in a relationship when you're not, because that's when things get confusing. Yo, so how's things going with you and that one girl? Oh man, they're great. We talk every day. We hang out all the time. I met her mom. She's been staying over. We're even sleeping in the same bed. Oh, so like, is she your girlfriend now? Whoa. Why are you throwing that G word out, man?
Oh no.
We're just friends. Well,
what? Is that common? What happened? What happened to this generation?
We've been friends for years and we never sleep in the same bed. Except that one time. Well, I mean, it's different because she's a girl, you know?
He's like his homie.
Okay, so if you're just friends, then you wouldn't be mad if I tried to ask her out. I will choke slam you through the floor, bro. Exactly, bro. You clearly like her, so just wife her up. Is he talking about that one girl he's been kicking it with, but he's too scared to put a label on it? Yes, bro. Bro, if you don't man up and tell that girl you need her same day delivery like Amazon Prime, all right, bro, chill. I get not wanting to put a label on things, but what's important is that you're both on the same page. One time, I went to get lunch with a female friend of mine, and everything was going great until the waitress brought the check. Yeah. Apparently, since she saw a guy and a girl getting food together, she immediately assumed that we were on a date. And since it's a date,
weird thing to just assume that without being clear about it. That's why clear communication is also so important. Why you don't address it as it is, even though it's uncomfortable.
I'm supposed to pay for both of our meals.
Oh, no.
And that was crazy because before bringing the check, waiters usually ask if your meals are separate. But no, she was just like, this is a date. You're a man, so you pay. My friend offered to cover.
Rude? No? Rude? I think it's rude.
For her half, but at that point, I had already accepted my fate. So yeah, make sure it's clear where you stand with someone before you end up spending $53 on a burger and fries. One unique thing about dating for Gen Z, though, is that we have a lot of options when it comes to looking for love. Obviously, there's traditional dating where you meet someone either on your own or through your friends, and you start talking and then eventually start dating. But there's also online dating where you create your profile.
Yeah, bro, use that pic. You look so... Is this how you talk? Is this how you talk? Please don't talk like that.
Get a match and hope that the stranger you meet is normal enough to not make you want to block them on everything the second the date is over. And there's also e-dating, which is cringe.
E-dating.
Traditional dating may seem less common among Gen Z with how prevalent dating apps are, but a lot of relationships still start this way, especially if you're still in school where you're regularly surrounded by people around your age. There are a lot of obstacles that get in the way of traditional dating, though, like having enough free time to go out and meet people or having enough personal connections to find.
Or like even have enough money to go out, right? Like nowadays, going out can be very pricey.
Find an available partner, or even just having enough money to keep going on dates. But the biggest hurdle by far is dealing with rejection. No is one of the hardest words to hear. Building up the courage to approach someone is hard enough as it is. For it to not go your way really stings. People walk around every day with countless insecurities living in the back of their head. So
Mm-hmm.
no matter who you are, being rejected can make you feel like you're just not good enough.
It just makes you feel, okay, I'm a trash can. Let's go where I belong, to the dumpster. God, please don't.
And that's fair. You've probably
Yeah.
heard it before. The worst she can say is no. And
Yeah.
no, it's not the worst thing she can say. You could walk up to a
What?
girl and ask her out, and she could look at you and say, ew, I would never go out with an ugly, stinky, bald-headed, swagless nerd like you.
Yeah, but it's also to girls. Like, if a guy, if you go to a guy and you're like, hi, I like you, yada yada yada, and you know each other for a while, and the guy's like, no, I don't like your body type, or you're a bit too chubby for me, or you are too nerdy about crocheting, huh? I could be anything, but that one little thing is a no, and that is stupid.
Standards aren't that low. And honestly, at that point, you're cooked. But that's only the worst case scenario. Most of the time, rejection usually goes like this. Hey, I saw you across the way there and I thought you were really pretty. I was wondering if you'd like to go out sometime. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. But I'm not really looking for anything at the moment. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. Have a nice day. No matter how.
What a lovely conversation. That's how you should do it. She says, no, I'm not interested. Walk away. There's so many guys that keep being persistent. And to be fair, it happened to me already a few times when I traveled alone. They didn't leave me alone. I got scared to a point where I was just looking for groups of old women where I can just ask, hey, can I please be here? I'm scared because this and that happened and I just want to feel safe. Can I just be here? Please let me be here. I'm scared. Like, just if a girl says you, no, I'm not interested. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Just say have a good day and walk your way. Be polite.
How nice it is, rejection always hurts. And for most guys at least, I don't even.
But it doesn't give you the right to freaking traumatize other people.
Think it's a fear of rejection, but rather a fear of being seen as a creep. And I completely understand. The thought of making a woman uncomfortable is almost unbearable. But you can't let your fear.
My community talks about it with me quite a bit. Like sometimes it pops up for some reason. That some people are even super insecure to approach someone. Not even like a woman, just like the overall ability, for example, to talk. And I hope that over time they will get the courage to overcome that. But it's scary to know that people, not scary to know, it's like interesting in a bad way that it's became such a problem to even talk to people. Like, I understand everybody has their pace and I will never force someone to like talking or chatting or whatever it is. But that it's becoming such a big problem is a problem.
Fear of rejection turn into a fear of approaching people in general.
All
right, bro, I'm finally going to do it. Today I'm going to tell that girl how I really feel. Bet, bro, you're in there. I'm telling you, just play it cool. You're right, bro. I just got to stay confident. Excuse me. Do you know what time the library closes? I need to return this book, but I'm trying to figure out if I should do it before or after my next class. Could you help me out here?
Huh?
He had to go to the bathroom. Despite the challenges, I still think dating traditionally is one of the best ways to meet someone. Your friends can help put you on with people they think will match your personality, and it gives you a more organic connection with someone that can grow over time. Online dating isn't really a new thing anymore, and honestly, it isn't as bad as it used to be. I have a few friends who met their partner.
But I heard it's really bad. I heard that you have to pay ridiculous amounts of money, for example, for the Tinder website, to even be able to chat with people. I'm not even sure. I've never been on an online platform. I have no clue about it. But I heard that you can pay like different kinds of premiums for different kinds of specs. And man, that is so messed up. Like, why do you have to pay so much money to find just a person you kind of like? Like, this is farming money based on human feelings, which should be banned. I will say it out loud. If you make money from human feelings, it should be banned.
Partners on dating apps, and they're honestly in very happy, healthy relationships with people they met online.
Yeah, that
I
is
think
great.
the biggest issue with online dating, though, is that since you're dealing with strangers, it can be very superficial. The only thing they really have to go off of initially is your appearance and whatever you put on your profile.
Play Clash of Clans. Do you like Clash of Clans? What? I mean, if you're into that, it's okay. Isn't that a gacha game?
So sometimes it's hard to really find someone who's a good match for you. It also goes against the #1 rule of the internet, which is to never link up with random people you met online. But it does lead to one of my favorite games, which is figuring out how long it takes for your date to finally reveal themselves as a weirdo. Wow, this was such a nice date. I really enjoyed talking to you. Of course, you're such an interesting person. Can I ask you something before we leave? Sure, what's up? Can I take a picture of your feet? Your toes look very...
What? Is that something that happens? Is that my lord? Oh no.
Very nice, and I would love to set them as the wallpaper on my phone. What?
Huh?
I thought you said you like girls with a good soul. No. I said I like girls with good souls. Here, just hold still for a second.
And then just doing it? I mean, I hope this never happens in a situation for anyone. But since there is a lot of, let's say, funny things online, I can't even unsee that something like this might happen, right? I know it's staged. I know it's like a scenario, whatever. But man, have enough empathy to even be able to imagine that this could be a real moment and someone will get a little trauma.
I think my Uber's here. And then there's...
You run to the Uber.
Oh boy. The digital age has changed the way we do a lot of things, including dating. And e-dating is something that's really common among people who don't go outside a lot. And don't get me wrong, I've been playing video games since I was 4. And over the years, I've met a lot of really cool people online and would even consider them good friends. I think just about everyone in Gen Z has at least one friend that they've never actually met in person.
I have a friend I met 17 years in Guild Wars 1. I really like her. She's one of my closest friends. We only saw each other once in our entire friendship. Once in 17 freaking years. And we are best buddies.
Dating isn't too different from your typical long distance relationship, but it's definitely a relatively new experience.
Okay.
One day, you and your homie are queuing Swift plays and an e-girl with a soft voice gets on your team. Now you see him duo queuing on his alt and silver at 4 a.m. I know I make fun of e-dating a lot, but genuinely, if you're happy with someone you met in a Discord server, then that's great. But I've also seen a lot of e-relationships end badly with leaked...
No need to shame on it. If you're happy, you're happy, and that is okay. As long as it's like with everything with consent and yada yada, you know the drill. If everything is on green terms, just enjoy your time.
DMs full of messages I wish I never saw. So if you're gonna e-date,
Wait, what? I saw some. Wait. What?
With
Exposing my experience because of rapism, cheating, and then.
DMs full of messages.
Are you a good boy for mommy? Yes, I'm mommy's little puppy slave. Mommy wants to try using the mayonnaise again tonight. Okay, mommy, I'm gonna make you up. What?
I wish I never saw. So if you're gonna e-date, make sure she's only for you and not for the #general. No matter what kind of situation you find yourself in, it's important that you always remember to be yourself. You don't need to be someone else to attract a certain type of person. And
like I said, you will burn out, it will not go great, and then you will just feel more miserable. Just get the rejection. You can try it, just get the rejection, because like that gives you a bit more practice, and always know that you are worth it. You are not as you think you are, okay?
If you feel the need to act like someone you're not to impress someone, then they're probably not worth it.
Yeah.
There are people out there who will like you for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to pretend. So just stick to being yourself. We all know that one guy that starts acting different when girls come around. Bro, there's no way he's beating Goku. Nobody can beat Goku. Dude, I'm telling you, with Gear 5, Luffy solos the verse. Bro, he's not touching Goku. You're tweaking. Bro, the Toon Force. I'm telling you the Toon Force. Nah, bro, I'm not trying to hear it. You don't know about the Toon Force.
Oh, I have
Hey,
a
guys.
feeling.
Oh, hey, what's up? What you guys doing? Oh, we were just having an anime debate. Like, this guy thinks Luffy can beat. I mean, that was really more so him. Like, I'm not really into all that anime stuff for real. It's like,
Why? Why? Don't do that. She will find out anyway. She will find out anyway. Like, how can you hide your hobbies? What the heck? What the heck? Don't hide your hobbies. Embrace them. Make it a thing. If someone is not interested in them, they're not worth it.
for me. Are you a fan of anime? I love anime. Have you guys seen Hunter x Hunter? Oh, Hunter x Hunter? Yeah, that's my show. Like, Killer Will, like, that's my favorite character. Bro, weren't you just calling it mid, like, last week? Bro, chill. You always bringing up old stuff. Like, I'm a different man now. Right. Anyway, I was coming over to ask if you still needed your shift covered tomorrow. My schedule opened up and I wanted some extra hours. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I really needed to be off tomorrow. So if you can, that'd be great. Yeah, bro. Now you can come to the gym. Like, I be going every day.
Oh boy.
Fact,
The voice
probably about to
acting.
go
Peak
now,
performance.
low-key. Probably hit the bench. Yeah, so I'll text you when I pick your shift up, okay? Yeah, thank you.
He's like making things up because he thinks that's the thing. So the Aoi guy, yes, he made things up. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna be blah 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 blah. Like making things up because based on what he thinks the girl would like, even though he didn't had even the moments to normally talk to her and get to know what she's like. And that this is where it starts to be gem to just learn how to listen and respond. Like she said something about anime, she said something about the like this and that. You could ask what she's maybe up to just show interest in her or in the person, and to ask if she doesn't want to tell, it's fine. But maybe she takes, oh yeah, I wanted to play tennis with my friends. And then you're like, oh, you're into tennis. And then you just keep on going with the conversation. Like show interest in someone by listening to them and then asking questions about it. You can also talk about yourself, but you also have to show interest in the person that you want to date. I hope that is common knowledge, because sometimes I think it's not.
Thank you. I mean, you can text me too, though.
Mm.
To sum it up, relationships are complicated. And a lot of times, finding the person who's right for you takes a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
Some people get lucky and are able to find the right person for them at a young age.
Yeah.
And for others, it takes a while. What matters
takes
is that
a long
you
time
remember
sometimes.
to prioritize your.
And the thing is, even though after you've been years together, for example, after a few years, you can figure out that it's maybe not the right person after a couple of years, and that is also okay.
Yourself just as much as you value the relationship. You shouldn't lose yourself just to be with someone else. So make sure you take time to focus on you as well. Don't become one of those people who spends every second of their life with their significant other, and invest in a support system outside of your partner too. When it comes to relationships, it can be easy to turn a good thing into a bad thing. And the key to making sure things don't go south is finding balance. Don't hang on to something bad for too long, but also don't be quick to let a good thing go just because you hit a bump in the road. Like all things, a healthy relationship takes patience, compromise, and maturity. Thanks for watching the video.
And I also would say communication. That's like super, super important. If you feel a bit off or anything, if something upsets you or if you don't agree on something, you should talk about it. I know it feels uncomfortable, but it should be something you will address to find a compromise at the end of the day. If you just bury it down, it just gets a big pile of dump, a big pile of poop basically, and then it just starts to smell so bad that you just want to run away. And this is already too late then already, because the pile of poop is already there. That was a really nice video. I'm gonna link it in the description. Thank you so much for Suburban Will. I hope Will is okay. It was very interesting editing style with all the anime characters, to be honest. It was very cool. But I wonder if how I mean, I'm not this generation, right? I'm a bit too old for that. But I wonder if this is like an actual thing. The only contact I have of it is through my community. So if you have something to say about it, you're very welcome to do so. Otherwise, I wish you a lovely day. And I see you on the next time. Bye bye.